Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Q&A. This week we have an interesting question, and I think the answer is going to be good for a lot of people, so we'll go through it here. The question this week is running bad for my knees? I think that the kind of moniker is running being bad for knees really comes from overuse. There's a lot of people out there who run for fun or run for recreation, and that's great. Running is not necessarily a bad thing for you. And damaging to your knees is probably not going to do a whole lot of damage. Now, that is said with a kind of bated breath because running and really any activity becomes damaging when there's either not enough rest or the progression for your run goes too quickly. Let's say you try and run a mile further every week, like some running plans have you doing. You're going to put yourself in a position where, unless you're recovering really, really well, you're going to wind up hurting something. That's why a lot of people get hurt training for marathons, half marathons, going off of a pre-made plan because they're not ready for the running distance to accumulate that fast, and then they wind up hurting something for overuse. So if you're looking at running and thinking of it as a good activity for you, go for it. Go ahead and try, especially if you have good joint health, lower body strength. Great, go for it. But if you're worried about that being damaging, as long as you are maintaining control over how much distance you are running, taking rest days on days where it doesn't feel good to run, and taking the opportunity to say, I'm going to run as far as I feel comfortable and not run to the point of injury. Those are huge identifiers. In those cases, you're probably not going to have a whole lot of injuries or knee damage from running. But you need to make sure that you're accounting for how much use, how much activity time you spend in running during a week and during a month and during a year. When those numbers get high and you've not worked yourself up to those volumes, it can be very dangerous.